Hey there, my name is Calista B reporting for Kids First, age 15. Today, we will be taking a look at The Lion King 2019. So this film is a remake of the classic 1994 Lion King, and in a way, I feel like I don't really need to talk about the plot of the film because there's very little changed between the two versions, aside from a few minor differences, but they don't really impact the overall story. If you've seen The Lion King 1994, you've seen The Lion King 2019. However, the 2019 version has a major drawback that I feel like I need to address. And I do want to preface this by saying I am a fan of animation and I do prefer animation over this style of graphics. It's just, I feel like this is something that needs to be talked about. So, The Lion King is a very emotional story. It is a very dramatic story. And when you have a story that's this dramatic, you need to have characters who can really emote and show the emotion and the impact of all these crazy, intense scenes. The animation version, that one doesn't have this problem because even though these are real-life animals and they can't actually make these facial expressions or express these emotions because of the medium of animation, they don't have to worry about that. However, the remake has photorealistic graphics, so everything looks like real-life animals. The lions look like real lions, the hyenas look like real hyenas, etc., etc. However, because of this, they barely emote, if at all. And it's a serious issue because these are some very intense scenes, and instead of feeling invested, all I could think was, wow, these lions do not look interested at all at what's happening at this very moment. And this heavily destroys the suspension of disbelief, which is a very important part of storytelling. And it's not even just that. Due to the photorealism, I sometimes could not tell some of the lions apart. Again, in animation, this is not a problem, because you can differentiate the lions through things like fur color and eyes and facial structure, but because of the photorealistic graphics, the remake does not have this luxury. During the scenes with Simba and Nala as children, I sometimes got them mixed up. And then when they were adults, I got Nala mixed up with Simba's mom. This is very confusing. I also do feel like the creators kind of tried to cut down on a lot more of the cartoonish scenes. Like, Be Prepared, which in my opinion is the best song in the movie, got heavily cut down. It's like barely a minute, which is disappointing to me. Not just that, but the I Just Can't Wait to Be King segment in the original, it had all this like crazy choreography and all these like bright colors, which they can't really do with photorealistic graphics. So they're just running around, and it was actually somewhat boring. And it's not just the song segments that suffer. The Mufasa ghost scene, which in my opinion is one of the greatest scenes in cinema, instead of having the actual image of Mufasa there, they just had his voice come from clouds, and every once in a while lightning would strike and make the structure of his face. I don't know if it's just me, but I didn't really find that as powerful. So I'm going to be giving this film 2 out of 5 stars, and when recommended for ages 5 to 18, it comes out on July 19th. So that'll be it for this Kids First review. If you like it, make sure to check out the Kids First website and, of course, all the other Kids First reviewers. And I will see you all later. Bye-bye!
A wee moe,